Hey guys, Jake from Evolving Daily. As with all my videos here lately, I haven't really had time to prepare, just something I've been thinking about, but so if I ramble on, either click off or be patient. The thing the other day, I was riding with a guy and he got all pissed off in what could be a road rage incident, but the big thing was no matter what happens, like if somebody pisses you off out in public or just gives you the cold shoulder or whatever, you never have any idea what that person's been through up until that point of that day. It could be a lifetime of being treated wrong or whatever they think their sob story, or that could have just been the worst day possible. They could have had a flat tire and then they got fired and their wife left and the dog died, all within the last 12 hours, and they're just looking for something to push them over the edge. Like that one thing would just snap and be like the straw that broke the camel's back. But just you giving somebody a shitty look because, you know, they cut in front of you in line at the gas station, or they gave you the cold shoulder, or were just rude or something out in public, man, just think, well, you know, I've had those days too. Because you making a little comment or just shooting them a hateful look, that could send them over the edge. And a lot of the idiots in the gun world would be like, well, if they want to make something about it, we can do it. Well, the instant that you do anything that pushes somebody over the edge, you've lost. Like 100% guaranteed you've lost. Even if, you know, it's a good shoot, or however the fuck you want to call it, and you're justified and you survive it, and you're still going to have court costs, you're still going to jail, your guns are still getting taken for the time being. It's going to cost you money, it's going to be up in your head that you fucking killed somebody, and you're more than likely going to spend the rest of however long your life is thinking, man, if I just wouldn't have done this, or I wouldn't have done that, or if I'd have been in a different place. Anytime you're out in public and you feel that you've been wronged, or even not just out in public, but at your house, if you feel somebody's being an asshole, or what the hell's it not focusing? Somebody wronged you, or they just pissed you off, or whatever. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I've been there. But just think, man, I've had those days, and maybe this guy's having one of those days, and I don't want to be the one that pushes him over the edge. So as much as you can, always apologize, even if you are 100% in the right. They cut you off, they were being an asshole, whatever, just apologize. Say, oh man, I'm sorry, go ahead, or whatever. Just diffuse as many situations as you can. And if you do it all the time, why in the hell? That's because it's dark. If you diffuse situations like that all the time, every time somebody cuts you off or does something stupid, and they, you know, you get in that stalemate where they see you and you see them, just be like, oh man, I'm sorry, go ahead, or whatever. The more often you do it, the more it becomes natural. The less you have to swallow your pride, and the less you have to mumble under your breath later that, man, I knocked his head off his shoulders or whatever. But you won't even realize you do it anymore. So even if somebody's an asshole, just let them go, apologize, act like you were in the wrong, even if you know you weren't, because you don't want to escalate that. Like, even if it doesn't come to a shooting, you get in fisticuffs, well, you're going to have maybe a broken hand or a criminal record, a cut eye, whatever. That's just not the road you want to go down. Anytime it gets physical, you've lost. But guys, that was my rambling. That's about all I think of right now. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. There might be a podcast coming out here sometime. But comment, share, like, subscribe, do whatever, and I'll try to get a camera that stays focused. Or I'll turn on the light next time. That'd have been a good idea. Guys, I appreciate it. Jake from Evolving Daily. Remember, you need to be prepared to thrive while others survive. Thanks.